Hello, Facebook, YouTube. Topic of this message is very important of people that are trying to establish a true relationship with God, of the rules that people need to learn. That I'm seeing people not understanding this rule. That I did a lot. I looked through my videos and I found a lot of videos I did concerning this message, and I want to do this video about the reality of it's more likely I'm going to try to figure out the title of this, but the thing is it's about that the idea that what's going to keep this relationship difficult between us and God is not pretty much God. It's not pretty much about people think it's because I sin too much. No, God can save people. God can cleanse your sins, and God showed me that I can cleanse their sins. It's not my sins. It's not sin, but it's the ideal spectrum of God. That God is, of course, invisible to our natural eyes, and of course, by faith we can only have a relationship with God. But here's the problem, that when it gets difficult in this idea that I learned, that here's the thing, you can't measure him. You know what I'm saying? You can't measure God. You know what I'm saying? I guess the topic is the reality of that you can't measure God. You know what I'm saying? Is what we can't, watch this, get a hold of. Our natural hands can't hold. Our natural mind can't describe. That's the idea of what if this relationship is going to become difficult. It's going to be because of that idea that we can't put God in our natural our natural spectrum of who he is. And we want, because I see Christians, they want to put God in their spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Which is one of the worst things you can ever do to a person that created galaxies. As my boy Big Daddy Weave says in the song, he said galaxies is spinning in a heavenly dance. I did a post that we can spend time in something that is of the natural, doing things that are meaningless, but God in heaven, is creating galaxies, galaxies, not one galaxy, but galaxies is spinning and forming other ideals everywhere. And we trying to we are trying to, in our carnal mind, wrap our mind around it. You know what I'm saying? But there's not the longest, I don't think, wrap that can wrap around a forever existence, infinity being called God. But we want to do that. We want to bring God where we at. And he's trying to bring us where he's at. And that is really the saga that happened when we have a relationship with him. Because the thing is, it's like, he's like, come God, come. We like, come God, come God. And God's like, no, come to me, all ye that heavy laden. Jesus says, come to me, all ye that heavy laden, I will give you rest. But we're like, no, God, I want to work on this. I want to work on my life. I want to work on going to school. I want to work on my job. I want to work on this. But God's like, come. Jesus is like, come unto me, all ye that heavy laden, for I will give you rest for your weary soul. We're like, oh no, I want to work out and create a life the way I want everything to work out. And see, y'all see how this situation may not work out right. One person wants to work out their problems, work out their situation. The other one wants them to rest and during the rest of the seventh day that was established in the beginning, that God it desires us to come to this rest for our weary souls. And we are going to make this difficult because we want to put something on in this world that is based upon what Satan loved to utilize to keep us in going the wrong direction in our lives, ourselves. Me, myself, and I, cursed Trinity. Oh, how we want to build, how we want to establish, how we want to do things the way we want to do. This is what Isaiah 55 is talking about. I believe 8 and 9. You know what I'm saying? His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. That right there is why the riffraff, if we have a problem with God concerning of what he's going, that is not our way, and he wants us thinking something that is contrary to our fleshly desires, which is not our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Something that is spiritual, because it says in Romans 8 and 6, to be carnal minded is death. We love operating a carnal mind that is based upon the knowledge that we know everything, and we know what we need to know, and nobody don't have to tell us anything, that we got it all together. Oh, we like to think that way, but God wants a spiritual mind that has faith in him to give us the ability and knowledge to learn way beyond a natural spectrum. You see this, Saga? But we want to measure spirit. We want to measure the universe. We want to measure every galaxy. We want to count, that's what NASA thinks. NASA said they counted every galaxy. They say it's 13.5 trillion or something galaxies. They're lying. I know, because of what Paul says in Romans 3:4, God be truth, every man be a lie. But here's the thing: one thing Satan knows, if he wants to keep a proper deception on people, that he has to make you believe that you can measure. There's a limit. See, if you could count the things of God concerning of his established, he's limited. See, there's a limit. See, there's boom, limit. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to believe that. No, God is limitless. There's no limit to what he can do. You know what I'm saying? That he's beyond, way beyond than anything we can ever fathom and imagine. And we don't like that, because that means we have to leave our natural circumference and come to a realm that is unmeasurable, that we can't fathom. We have no control of. That's the thing I want to get. We don't have control of this. God put us, we get in these situations that are out of our control, and all of a sudden, we don't like the sense of not having control of ourselves, which is really fear. We get scared because we don't control the situation. We don't like that. We want control. But the thing is, God wants faith that you don't have control, but believing in him, he will make a way out of no way. It's what this saga, that we can't measure it and we can't touch it. It's going to be difficult for us to really come closer together in a true relationship. It's the saga people going to face. But guess what? If you truly want to go closer to God, you got to be like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like I love about looking at the cross is that Jesus got rid of him. He got rid of himself. Totally vanished. Killed, dead, nailed in the cross. It is finished. Poop, gone. Gave everything to him. He gave everything, but God raised him up to give him everything. That we can give us everything. If we follow his guidelines and follow his pattern, that everything can be given to us. But everything is a better, gift than some of these temporal things on the earth that doesn't last long and fill you up with emptiness, without form, void, and darkness. But we need to come to that understanding and realization of when we talk about having a relationship with God, what it's really all about. And that's what I'm trying to show you, what it's all about. How we cannot measure the things of God. He is measureless. You can't. But when we come to accept him and how much we love who he is and all of what he's all about, that's when the relationship with God will start to make sense, that we will do these things that the world seems as senseless, to surrender unto God, to do things that, we will know that this is how we go closer to him. And that's what we all want, to be closer to God. All right, that's the message. I hope you understand it. God can be measured, just understand. But the world can be measured, and it won't last long. It's temporal. It can perish. Don't invest in it. That's the message. God be the glory. Here forever. Amen.